Before we go into the last mother list, we are going to have dishonorable and honorable mentions. To go into the dishonorable, this is a lesson, please, not to bash any mother, but hey, it's in the Bible, so we got to categorize every mother there is and what we can learn from them. Atalia, she is known as the Queen of Judah, influencing her son Asaziel to do evil, following her son's death. She didn't even mourn. She didn't give it a second. She instantly thought of the throne and seek to eliminate every grandchildren except for one saved. But she killed, order up to kill every children that could seize power for the throne, and she did all for herself, and idolatry and murder and power hungry. Nowadays we don't do murder and all that stuff, but abuse, anything negative, bitterness, envy, whatever it is, that's not a way to live a child. Any negative thing towards your own children and grandchildren is enough, because God considers any emotion as murder. Jesus has told us in the Sermon on the Mount. Anything that is lead to hatred for, because you want things to your own self, is bad enough. Herodias. She is known to be a manipulative, vengeful mother who used her own daughter Solomon to acquire the murder of John the Baptist. She exploited her daughter to dance in a seductive way to win the favor of King Herod, her own uncle and stepfather. And I know the man was drunk, but that is level of disgusting for me. She is known to be the parent using her child for her selfishness. It could be anything. When in a divorce case, doing things that children don't want to do, anything. Even for those who force their children in Christianity, learn that Christianity is not force. It is to be accepted. Every children has to come, even in grace in the church, has to come to love God their own way, because it will seen as religion and forceful agenda. Don't do that to your own children, please. And the last one for this honorable mention, Jezebel. She is of the archetype of a destructive mother who influenced utilizing her position to train her children in idolatry. For example, Atalia, and look what she did. In rebelling against God, she fostered a legacy of wickedness. And this wickedness, you can read the whole Kings, the whole book of 2 Kings. Tell me that was not her influence. All her children all lead up to evil, and it is sadly the influence of the world worship has fractured it all. But I call everybody to responsibility to their sins. But at the same time, she led a whole nation to sink to the bottom of all bottoms. And for last, the honorable mention, the mother I couldn't, put a mention, but here they are. Hagar. She is a figure of survival, resilient, and faithful as a mother. She endured abuse, exile, and abandonment. The God who sees her, Elohim, provide her for her and Ishmael in the deserts, as well the promise that Ishmael will be a father of nations, of 12 princesses, that he will have descendants as numerous as the stars, and that is already promised into her. Naomi, she is a figure that represents profound loss, selfishness, and eventual restoration. She lost tragically losing her husband and 2 sons. Despite all bitterness, she mentored Ruth with love and loyalty, and to ultimately guide her into restoration that restore her joy and family life, as well be happily as a grandmother. For these 2 figures, this inspires us to even if you're in circumstance like Hagar, pray to God. Seek help. Hagar didn't anybody because of a position, but you're free and with God. You will be strengthened in God. He will free you. But seek help for others. Pray for you and your family and your sons, because you're resilient and strong in your own right. But God is seeking a way for you to find strength in Him and let Him help you. Just like Hagar, when she was crying for her child because she thought he was dying, but God heard the cry of her son, and He helped and restored her and provided them. As He did, He will do for you. And everybody who suffer a loss like Naomi, know that you will be restored. Everything that you lost will be restored in His own way. Have that love and loyalty, even to nobody that's not in your blood, but those who are in your care. They are your spiritual children, and we're all here to mentor and to help one another as faster family. Happy Mother's Day for everybody. Amen to that.